Ahead on Better, identity fraud is on the rise. How to protect yourself with the Safety Chick.
Well, according to a recent national survey, 10 million Americans were victims of identity fraud in 2008. That's up 22% from the year before. And as the economy worsens, those statistics may be on the rise. So here with some tips to protect yourself from identity theft is Kathleen Baty, also known as the Safety Chick. Welcome to the show.
Thanks.
Good to see you here. You have a book out called A Girl's Gotta Do What a Girl's Gotta Do, full of tips to help protect yourself. I really like this book a lot, too. And
thank you.
One of the things we're focusing on today is identity theft. What is the best way to protect yourself?
It just goes back to the common sense. You really want to protect your personal information, especially against identity theft. So with your credit cards, be diligent about writing CID on the back of your card, because then if someone steals your card, you then have to,
Provide
show another.
ID.
Exactly, it's common sense. The other thing is really be aware of shredding all your personal information, because there are dumpster divers. We've all heard, have you ever heard that term?
Oh, yeah.
Where they're digging through, and desperate times are a lot of people, crime is on the rise.
And I love the credit cards that have the photo on the front, too.
Exactly.
You can't lose with that one there.
Exactly.
Either. Okay, and in terms of the ATM cards, if you discover that you are a victim of identity theft, whether it is your or something else, what's the first thing that you should do?
Well, just to go back for a second, to really protect yourself, you need to monitor your credit card statements. And there's a lot of, LifeLock is a company out there that does that. And also on your credit cards, you can have alerts for fraud alerts that you can get emails. I get email blasts that tell me when I open a credit card if, something's going on. And so, the most common way that fraudsters, is what they call them, change your account, take over your account, is by putting in change of address.
Okay.
And so get a monitor, email monitor.
You'll get an alert to tell you that someone's trying to do something like that, too. It's pretty scary. And we were talking about how much, identity theft is on the rise. With the ATM cards, there's this new thing out called skimming.
Exactly.
So scary.
Exactly. And I actually have the device that they use. It looks just like the front of an ATM card. And what it is in the back is there's a card reader. And so they attach it to these ATM machines and it scans, and what it does is it reads the magnetic strip on your credit card, thus taking all your private numbers. And it usually is accompanied by a camera that's on the machine somewhere. So,
Kathleen, can I ask you a question, just off the bat? How are they able to get that onto the machine without getting caught? There's a camera there.
Well, but a lot of times they're not checking those cameras all the time. So, surveillance cameras, they're not checking them all the time. So they can put them on very quickly. They cover, they cover and they put them on really quickly.
And so what are they doing? Is there any kind of technology that's out?
Well, the wonderful thing is, ADT came out with a great solution to the problem, and it basically is just, this is installed within the ATM system, and what it does is it detects if a skimming device has been attached to the ATM, sends a silent alarm into the bank, and provides streaming, the video surveillance at the same time, and it stops the skimming from happening at the time.
So they can actually see. And is there anything as consumers that we can do to watch out when we're at the ATM?
I say 3 things. Observe, protect, ask. So observe when you're at your ATM. Observe who's around you. Be aware of the shoulder surfers. Be aware of that. Observe if there's anything on the machine. Again, this is kind of undetectable. But remember, there'll be a camera probably shooting down to watch you punch in your PIN number. So really observe that. Protect. Protect as you're punching in your PIN. Protect. Put your hand or your shoulder over it, and also take the receipt with you. Shove it in your purse and shred it when you get home. Exactly. And then ask your bank if it has a anti-skimming device from ADT installed in the ATM machines.
Good questions. Thank you so much for stopping by. We really appreciate it. All right, and if you guys want to get other great safety tips for any given situation, you can pick up a copy of her book. It's called A Girl's Gotta Do What a Girl's Gotta Do, and it's available now.